Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Erica, and in today's video I'm going to be doing a couple of different things for you. I'm going to be showing you a little friend mail haul. Some of this stuff I've had for a little while. Some of this stuff I got for my birthday, and I meant to show you this last week, and then I don't know what happened. I just didn't show it to you. So today I'm going to show you some really fun friend mail from some really amazing people. And then I'm also going to be creating an eye look with a newer palette that recently came into my collection that I pre-ordered back in May. And this is the Notoriously Morbid Rusted Essence palette. And I think the packaging of this is absolutely gorgeous. And I also think that the color story is absolutely gorgeous. Isn't that pretty? These are the types of tones that I just love. Kind of the earthy, there's some grunge in here, and just a really unique, beautiful color story, I think. And I do think this kind of says fall, but maybe it's just wishful thinking on my part because I'm so ready for fall to hurry up and get here. I'm so sick of hot weather, I can't stand it. So I don't know exactly what I'm gonna do with this palette yet, but I think I have a pretty good idea. So let me show you the friend mail that I received. And I'm gonna start off with a card I got a while back, and this is from Zelda, Silver Curls Zelda, and I will link her channel in my description box. Anyone that has sent me things that has a channel, I'll link them in my description box. And this has a very nice message in it, but it's just kind of between the two of us. So I'm not going to read that today. And then she also included a couple of stickers in the card. This one says, she believed she could, so she did. I think that is super cute. And then this cute sticker as well. I love it. Is that right side up? No, like this. There we go. Sorry about that. And then I did get a really nice postcard from Renee, Beauty and More with Renee. And this says, sending some love to you from Washington, Renee, heart XOXO. Super cute. And I have been to Washington several times, but not for a while. It's a beautiful state. It's kind of like my big sister state, like right above me. So yeah, maybe someday Renee and I can hook up together and hang out. That would be so fun. And then my Kimmy Poo, she sent me a birthday card. This is super cute. It says, I heard that people don't want stuff on their birthday. They want experiences. And when you open it up, it says, I hope you have enjoyed this greeting card experience. LOL. I hope you have a fabulous birthday. Love you, girl. Love Kimmy Poo. And she put a bunch of stickers in here. And this got to me really late. She mailed this way before my birthday. And for whatever reason, it got here really late. So she was like, did my card come? I'm like, it better get here soon, I hope, because the mail service here is just not top notch. I'll tell you that right now. And of course, Kimmy has a channel. I'll link her in my description box, and Renee's. Okay, I don't need to say that 42 times. Now I have some really fun friend mail that my dear friend and subscriber Janet sent to me. And Janet has been with my channel for, I think, pretty much right after I started, I want to say. And she and I talk basically daily on Instagram. And Janet does the coolest thing for me every day. She sends me what we call music slices. So she will send me, I don't know, 4 or 5 to 6 to 7, just kind of depends, videos off of YouTube of songs that she hopes that I love, from bands that she hopes that I love, and she nails it every single time. And some of the songs and some of the bands I haven't thought about or heard in so long, and they're just my favorite songs, and it's uncanny how well she knows my musical tastes. And so I am always so grateful for those music slices that she sends me. And then I typically will listen to those on my way to work or on my way home from work, or maybe if I'm, I don't know, in the kitchen cooking dinner or doing the dishes or whatever, my husband and I will listen to those together because he loves everything she sends me too. Okay, so I'm going to show you a few things that Janet has sent me. Now, she sent me this bracelet a while ago, and I keep meaning to show this in a video. And this is just gorgeous. And it's got this really cool way of like tightening the strap here, or the bracelet, if I can get it to work. It's just because I scooted it over too far. But you just take these 2 strings here and then pull them like that, and then it, well, I don't have it set up right, but it makes the bracelet like fit to your wrist. And I love this. I think this is so cool. And I wear this often. I try not to wear a lot of jewelry when I'm filming because it clinks around and I know it kind of gets obnoxious, but I love that bracelet. I wear it often. And then she sent me this beautiful ankle bracelet. It's got an owl on it. And I love this, and I wear this all the time, and I get tons of compliments. And then she also spoiled me rotten for my birthday. I'm gonna start off with such a cool gift. I was just blown away by this. And this is the Def Leppard cookbook. Can you believe it? I didn't have no idea that Def Leppard had come up with a cookbook, but this is super cool. It's got a lot of really cool recipes in here. Like this here is like these sandwiches. And then we have, let's see, let me keep going here. We have some coconut key lime thumbprints, like shrimpy stuff. And then we have like these French fries and cupcakes and, you know, really fun stuff. And it's like, you know, written in the Def Leppard font, like the name of the recipe or the name of the dish. So cool. I love this. My husband thinks this is so cool. He's like, Def Leppard made a cookbook? Rock on. And then I have some other things she sent me for my birthday. I have these two cute little candles here. And it says only for you. And this came from, what is this called? My mate Zoe is what this came from, the company. And it says aromatherapy experts. And this smells like peony. And this smells kind of like, I don't know, just very fresh smelling. And I love these. And then she also sent me this bar of soap, diamond soap. Smells gorgeous. I love that. And then she also sent me a bath bomb. Yes, and I love to take baths, so I cannot wait to use this. And then she also sent me this little cup here, which is probably for wine, but I do not drink alcohol. So this will probably have ice water, maybe iced coffee, hot coffee, whatever. And this says, not a day over fabulous. Love it. So yeah, I mean, I'm just thrilled with all of these wonderful goodies that I have received from my amazing friends. It's so cool. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go do my brows, prime my eyelid in the P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumor 01, and I'll be back to put together an eye look for you. So my brows are done and my eyelid is primed, and now I'm going to create a look with this beautiful palette from Notoriously Morbid. This is the Rusted Essence palette. And I do have the Mystery Ink palette from this brand as well, that I still need to use on my channel. But when I opened this one up, I thought, oh gosh, I got to use this right away as soon as possible, because I just think this color story is so gorgeous. So I will start off with this shade right here. This is kind of like a, I don't know, deep maroon purpley matte shade. And it is called Lipstick Stains, and put that in my outer V into my transition area a little bit. And let me grab a brush for that. I did clean all my brushes again. You guys, I'm kicking butt with cleaning my brushes. Just gonna smush that on the outer V here and then take it over just a little ways into my transition area. I don't think I'm gonna take it all the way across. I don't know, we'll see. Just kind of start laying down the shade here and making the shape of the look. And my husband and I are seriously considering creating a meal using the Def Leppard cookbook this week. Absolutely. I mean, of course, we're going to create meals out of the Def Leppard cookbook, but we really want to do it this week. Ooh, yeah, this is really pretty. Very deep shade, you know, very deep purpley maroon. There's some brown in there too. Absolutely. Well, it's a little bit browner on my lid than it looks like it is in the pan, and that's just my undertone to my skin. My daughter actually brought over a bunch of makeup that she wasn't using, and in the little bag that she brought over for me, and I've thought about showing you guys that makeup too. I don't know if you'd be interested in seeing the makeup that my daughter brought me, but if you are, I can show that in a future video. There's this white NYX base, eyeshadow base stuff, primer. And I might try that too, because I think, you know, if I were to really blank out my skin on my eyelids, it would get rid of that murky undertone that I have. But I don't know. We'll see. I may do that. I may not do that. I don't know. It was just stuff that she had in her collection that she really wasn't using, and she felt like it was just kind of going to waste. So she brought me mostly lipsticks, really, really nice lipsticks. I think I might use one of those today. I don't know. We'll see. I do have a lipstick from Ladybug Glow that the brand owner threw in with my lip gloss order that I might use today, actually. So we'll see. But it's so fun having a daughter that loves makeup, because she and I will swap makeup a lot. You know, I'll give her stuff that I'm not using. She'll give me stuff that she's not using. And it's just really fun. So now I think what I'll do is go into this shade right here. And this is kind of this rusty orange matte shade. And this one is called Living Flame. Okay, cool. And I think I will use, which brush do I want to use for this? I think I'm going to use this one right here. These brushes, though, I will say, my Beely brushes. Is this a Beely brush? No, this is a Coastal Scents brush. These types of brushes are getting a little funky now that I have washed them often. They get a little like frayed and weird looking, but you know, whatever. So I'm going to start here and take this really into that inner corner thing here, and then just take this around the edge of that shade. And this is probably going to get a little murky looking because that shade's dark and this is lighter, but this is kind of got some murkiness to it as well. And just, you know, keep going here. Just make it all jive together well. That's what I'm hoping for anyway. And this is a really pretty shade. I like this. I love these kind of color stories, you know, that are, I don't know, grungy, I guess. Are they grungy? I think they're kind of grungy. And just that fall type color story, you know, the kind of murky greens and oranges and the kind of dark maroony brown shade. I just love those shades together. And I'm telling you, I am so ready for fall to get here. My friend Dawn, she's one of my subscribers and a really good friend of mine. She and I were chatting. Well, she sent me a message last night on Instagram and I'd already fallen asleep because I go to bed so early because my husband, not that I have to go to bed when he goes to bed, but he goes to work really early in the morning. And I love to sleep. So I'm fine with going to bed early, but it is kind of sad sometimes. We've talked about that, like how sad it is that we go to bed so freaking early. Like we are a part of the geriatric community. But anyway, I did respond to Dawn this morning. Or did I respond to her last night? I may have responded to her last night. I think I got up to go pee. You guys are like, TMI, we don't need to hear all that. Anyway, but she was talking about how where she lives, there was just really no like spring. It just went from like November to July, boom. And I'm like, yeah, same here, you know. We just really didn't have a lot of spring. So I'm really ready for fall. I'm telling you, I am so ready for fall to get here. Okay, so now for the shimmers. I'm not exactly sure what I want to do. I swatched some of these last night. These two, I will say, make me a little nervous because they're kind of flaky. And I don't know. So I think what I'm going to do today is I'm going to use this shade right here towards the outer V part, or towards the color, this color. And then I think what I'll do is use this shade, this beautiful kind of olivey green shimmer shade. And then I think I will use this one right here too. This is gorgeous. It's kind of got like a goldy orange, kind of a mix of shimmers across the lid. So like I said, I'm gonna start off with this one and put that towards the outer V. Let me grab a brush. I'm gonna use my Eco Tools brush. I love this brush. And this shade has a lot of gold in it too. It's very pretty, very pretty. And I will use those other shimmer shades. I don't know. I saw how flaky they were. This is going to fall off my desk. And I was like, I don't know that I want to tackle those this morning. Maybe I'm being a dork, but I just thought, oh, wow. Holy cow. Okay, I was not prepared for that. This is totally duochrome. It's like gold and like purpley. Oh, that is so pretty. And I swatched this too, and that's not what this looked like when I swatched it. It just looked kind of like purpley. This is awesome. Oh, so pretty. I love shades like this. I know I've said that in so many videos, but I do. I love shades like this where you're not really expecting, I mean, you know, you're expecting it to look nice, but when you put it on and it totally transforms on your eyelids, I'm like, I love it. So fun. And I do have a ton of fallout down here, which I will clean up, of course. Okay, that is gorgeous. I love that. That is so pretty the way it catches the light. It's kind of got like a, I don't know, like a magenta almost. Well, not magenta, like, I don't know, purple and gold. That's all. I'm just going to stick with that. And now I think I'll go into this shade right here. Oh, this shade, actually, hold on. Let me tell you what that's called. That is called Fur and Feathers. Okay, now I'm going to go into this shade right here, this green shade. And this one is called Self-Pity Sick. Self-Pity Sick. Is that right? Self-Pity Sick. Okay. Sometimes I don't get shade names, but that's okay. Nobody's asking me if to get it or not. Okay, so I'm going to go into this, and I'm going to use a smaller brush for that. Small little brush here. And this seems really nice. Like, I don't know. Just seems like a nice shimmer shade. I will say this shimmer shade, what's the right word? It seemed maybe a little dusty as I was applying it to the brush. Not as buttery as some of my other shimmers are, but you know, it worked well. It applied to the lid beautifully. And this is gorgeous too. And I really like the two of these together because it goes from like purpley gold to green. That is awesome. I love it. It's just, you know, my phone camera is trying to drive me bonkers most days because you just can't see stuff very well. And I really do want to get like a good camera for my channel, you know, to film with, but I'm not a real fan of spending a lot of money. So, although I have seen some cameras on Amazon and stuff that aren't very expensive that have like really good reviews, but I don't know. I would rather go to like an actual like camera store, you know, or like maybe Best Buy or something and talk to someone about it in person and not just say, oh yeah, I think I want to get this and then get it and then have it not work or have it be less than what I want it to be, you know? And I feel like if you're going to spend money on a camera and you're using it for filming purposes, you know, you want it to work well. And so I'd rather have somebody help me with that, I think. But then, you know, sometimes you go to stores and there's people that work there that lead you down the wrong path, and that irritates me too. And I do actually want to go with this smaller brush and clean it off a little bit. I'm going to go back into this shade here and just add a little bit of that back onto the lid. Yeah, I mean, there's just a lot of fallout down here, so I feel like it's kind of a dustier shade, I guess. I don't know how to describe it. But that is really pretty. This is a very murky eye look. And now I'm going to go to the shade right here, this brighter goldy orange shade, and this one is called Will Burn. Will Burn. Okay, fantastic. And put that across the lid. Is that right, or is that? Yes, Will Burn. Okay. Oh boy, and I'm gonna spray this. This is so pretty. I did make some space here on my desk for stuff, like I cleaned that up yesterday, and I already have too much stuff everywhere. Oh my God, great. Oh yeah, that's really pretty too. Oh yeah. I love the combination of shimmers across the lid. That is so cool looking. Oh, I love it. And you know, I probably wimped out by not grabbing one of the sparklier, flakier shades today, but I will do that. I promise I will do that. I will use the flakier shades. I might put one of them in my inner corner. I don't know. We'll see about that. But if anyone has any suggestions for cameras, I would love to hear it because, you know, I'm not tech savvy and I don't know a whole lot about cameras really. I mean, I've owned cameras in my life, but nothing that I would like film videos on really. So I would love to know if you guys have any suggestions for cameras. That would be great. You know, not super expensive, but just, you know, decent cameras that are, you know, affordable, I would say. I love the shifts that I'm seeing across my eyelid. That is so cool. But I do want to go back into this one called Lipstick Stains and just add a little bit to the outer V there. Just kind of blot that on so I'm not... What I've been doing lately is I go in to add the matte back to the outer V a little bit, and I end up just taking the shimmer just all over the place, so that I'm like, well, I guess I'll just take the shimmer all the way over to the outer corner, and I don't really want to do that. I think I'm going to grab this brush. I don't think I am. I am grabbing this brush. This is one of my Real Techniques brushes. Look how bad that is stained. It's probably because I wait too long to wash my brushes. And then just go around this with the Lipstick Stains shade, just to add a little bit more depth around the shimmer shades. That's my goal here anyway. Yeah, I really like this. It's just the only thing I don't love about this shade, and maybe it's just because of the way I'm applying it, is that I feel like it's gone brown rather than the maroon that's in it or the purple that's in it. I don't know. It could be probably because I mixed it with orange. Duh. That's okay. It is really, I do like it. It's just not as purple as I was hoping it would stay. Yeah, I really like how this is turning out. I just feel like that it's just become too brown, but you know, whatever. What am I supposed to do? So I'm going to go off camera. I'm going to clean this up, do my other eye, the rest of my face makeup, deal with my hair, and I'll come back. This is the finished look, and I really like how this look turned out, although I wasn't too sure I was going to love it as I was putting the shadows on my other lid. I don't know, I just felt like it was getting really murky looking. I also felt like the formula of the shimmers I chose just seemed a little off to me, but I did do a couple of things as I was putting this eyelid look together that just made me feel a lot better about the look, and I'll talk about that as I show you the palette. But let me show you just a few things I put on my face for my finished look today. On my lips, I did use the Ladybug Glow Cosmetics Multi-Chrome Lip Gloss in shade number 7. I was going to use the lipstick that Ladybug Glow sent to me, and then I was digging around in my tubs, and I was like, what are you thinking? You got to use this gloss today, because the tones that are in this lip gloss, the kind of the green, the gold, the red, the orange, I thought would look really nice with my eye look. What's going on with my eye look today? And I just love these glosses. I did order the other shades. Those will be coming this week. I cannot wait to film with those. Yay. And then I did use this mascara. This is the Tarte Gifted Mascara that Jen from Jen Beauty sent to me a while back. I love this mascara. I hadn't used it in a while, so just thought I'd get it out today and use it. Love it. And then for my lower waterlines, I did use one from NYX. This is the NYX Professional Makeup Epic Wear Liner Stick in the shade All Time Olive. I just thought this would be a nice shade to go along with the eye look today. Very affordable, works great. And then for my upper lid liner, I did use the Essence Eyeliner Pen in black. This is just a really nice, cheap felt tip liner that works really, really well. So now let me talk to you guys about the eyeshadow palette, the Rusted Essence from Notoriously Morbid. Okay, so my concerns with this palette, or the shades that I chose, this one looks very purpley in the pan, like a dark brownish purple. And on my lids, it turned very brown, which is fine. I mean, I do like dark brown shades, but I don't know. I just was really hoping that the purple would show up better. And I do think that if I used a different eyeshadow primer that was a little bit more blanking of my skin tone, the purple probably would have shown up a little bit more. I also blended it with this shade. Now, this orange shade in combination with this is gonna turn it more brown, okay? So that's kind of my own issue. I really liked both of these mattes. I felt that they were nicely pigmented and they blended out well. Very nice. And then on my lower lash lines, I used this one, and this one, just kind of, I don't know, murked them all together on my lower lash lines. And I really like this shade too. This was very pigmented. It went on my lower lash lines beautifully. Now let's talk about the shimmer shades. This one here seemed to be a little dusty upon application. This one I loved because it's got that goldy green that I adore, like an olivey green, but there's some gold in that. And this shade right here is beautiful too. But I just felt like I was having an issue applying them and having them look the way that I wanted them to look based on what I see in the pan, if that makes any sense. But I did go over them with my finger, and that worked amazingly well. It really brought a lot more oomph to the shimmers, I felt like. Now, I will say that I need to get a tackier eyeshadow primer for my shimmers. I really think that would help. I don't know that the P. Louise and this palette are necessarily a good couple. You know what I mean? I just cannot use glitter glue. I've used the NYX glitter glue a few times. I know I've talked about that before. It just creases my shimmers like crazy, and I just don't like it. I know everybody raves about it, and I've never been able to jive with it, ever. But I do want to try to find, you know what I could use actually is my NYX Proof It. I do have some of that here in this room somewhere, and that's a very tacky primer. So the next time I use this palette, that's what I'm going to use is my NYX Proof It primer and see how that works with it. But I do think that the tones in here are gorgeous. I do like the way the look turned out. I do. It just took me a minute to kind of like, oh yeah, I do like this. You know, first I was like, I don't know how I feel about it, but the shades worked well. I just maybe struggled a little bit with the shimmer shades, I would say. And I do really want to use these shimmers. I swatched them and they were just really flaky. And, you know, I am not a professional makeup artist. My skill set is just what it is. So I do think that somebody with a more advanced skill set would use these two shades and just kill it. You know what I mean? But I am going to try those shades, I promise. And I do think with the tackier eyeshadow primer, hopefully that'll be a little bit more comforting to me, a little bit more easy for me to put a look together with those shades. We shall see. So I would love to know what you guys think of this look. Do you think it looks too murky? Do you like the look? Let me know. We can talk about that in the comment section. I would also love to know if you've tried this brand before, if you've tried this palette before, we can chat about that too. I also, before I wrap this up, want to say a huge, big thank you to all of the lovely people that I shared friend mail that I received from with you guys. That made absolutely no sense. But I do want to say a big, huge thank you to them. They are such wonderful, generous, amazing, loving people, and I'm so blessed to have them in my life. Thank you guys so much for taking time out of your lives to sit down and watch this video. If you're new here and you enjoyed what you saw, please consider subscribing. Of course, smash the like button. And yes, comment down in the comment section. I love to talk with you guys there. And if you've been here before, thank you so much for coming back. I cannot wait to see you guys again in my next video. But in the meantime, please take very good care of yourself. Be well, safe, happy. I'll see you soon. Bye.
Drop it.